Hi guys, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching. Today is December 8th and this is Flosstube number 80. If you're new, Flosstube is a channel about cross stitch because they call thread floss, which I never heard till Flosstube. I always called it thread. That was a weird tangent, but now I go between floss and thread. Anyways, a lot of people do other crafts too. I embroider, I cross stitch, I knit, and I quilt. I hardly ever embroider anymore. Knitting is hit or miss, and I do more quilting, but I have none of that to show this week, just cross stitch. And if you're returning, hey, I got a couple new viewers. Thank you. It's good to see you. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. That's sweet of you. I'm gonna do life first, since I'm gonna do things. I never give a rundown of what order I'm gonna do things. I kind of have an order I stick to. But this week I'm gonna do life first, and then I'm gonna do the crafty stuff, and then I'm gonna do the giveaway winners I meant to do last week, but I got cut off early because my son called. And then I'm gonna do my advent. I just have the one this year. Last year I had a whole bunch, and I'm sad I don't have a whole bunch this year. But this year I just have one, and it's my Santa's hat is fuzzy and I keep rubbing it. It looks like I'm touching my boob. Anyways, so tangenty, so rambly, so brain scattery. I'm gonna do like first, get that over with. I got sick. Wasn't COVID, just a nasty sinus cold. I always get sinus colds. This one was super bad. I had a headache for like 4 days. I don't usually get fevers, but I had a fever for on and off for a couple days. It never really dropped into my lungs. Like I said, normally it's sinusy. I have a tickle in my throat, so I cough every now and then. It's all mainly right here, this band. Like my eyes felt like, you know when you go swimming and you get in a pool and you open your eyes too much and you get like chlorine in your eyes? I felt like I had chlorine in my eyes for like 3 days. And super bad headaches. So bad that I got nauseous a few times. Like when I get migraines. Yeah, I basically lived on my couch. I would get bursts of feeling better, so I do little things like sit at my desk and try to craft. So I actually got some stitching done. I never understood how people who are sick got stitching done, but now I know it's because I had to get off my couch when I felt better for like little spurts. So I go sit on my chair at my desk where I stitch, and I was like, well, since I'm here, I'll put a couple stitches into something. Sorry, my nose is super itchy. And then I opened up an Advent, on my Advent Missouri Star quilt. It had like a little craft, and I felt well enough to do that. And then doing that little craft wiped me out for the day. So yeah, I was sick, and that sucked. And then of course it was Jingle Ball. Over the weekend when I was my most sick. So Friday I thought, well, I'm gonna try real hard to jump on Jingle Ball. They were having some technical difficulties with the amount of people they could have on tables, on rooms, whatever. So I watched that drama, and that was fun. And then I tried to get, and then I turned off my mic, turned off my camera, jumped into a room, heard people talking, didn't even get to see names or faces, or I just heard talking while it was loading and immediately logged out. Such a baby. And then over the course of the weekend, when I would feel a little better, I would try to jump into rooms and immediately jump right out. So I did it like 3 or 4 times. I did watch a bunch of the meet and greets and the entertainment they had, and that was fun. And it was $10, and I got like 6 free patterns. I think there was more than 6 free patterns from designers, but there was like only 5 or 6 I really liked. So I think for $10, the meet and greets and the free patterns, it was worth it. I'm glad I spent the $10. That was. Will I do it again next year? No. No, I can't. I'm too shy. I'm too much of a wimp. I'm bad in person. Apparently I'm even worse online. So embarrassing. Maybe if I hadn't been so sick, I would have reached out to the people I know who were going and said, hey, are you on right now? Or when are you going to be on? What room are you going to try to get into? And I would have tried to go into rooms with them, and then still with mic and camera off and ease my way in. I think that probably would have been my best option. But again, I was so sick. I was just like, brain dead logging on to see. So maybe I'll go next year with that plan. It's a whole year off. I got time to think about it. What else in life? My son is picking up a college kid, and then she'll be home for a month, so that's exciting. And then bonus child comes home tomorrow, and she'll be home for a month. That's exciting. We're getting our tree Sunday, so I'm glad I feel well enough for that. That wiped me out yesterday. I finished the last of my cleaning and making way and putting all my sewing stuff away, because that's where our tree goes, and that fucking wiped me out. I was dead to the world after that for a little while. What else? So tree, my kid's coming home. I was sick. That's it for life. So I got that out of the way. As you can see, I didn't bother doing anything with my hair, no makeup. My mouth dried out from being sick and breathing through my mouth. Got this fucking sore right there, which hurts to open my mouth very wide. That's all I need to see. You're not doctors. Anyway, okay. That's my life. So now we will go on to projects, things I did. Like I said, I actually tried to do things. I'll wait till I show the advent to show this FO. It's just from the advent. You gotta do that. Okay. So I worked on some cross stitches, which is, of course, what I did. This is Flosstube. That's what we do. Oh, you guys. Excuse me. So these are living in one bag. That makes it easy. I worked on my Prairie Schooler Santas, because they were going to be my Jingle Ball projects. But, so which one do I have to show first? Oh my gosh. How unorganized am I, you ask? So unorganized. This is Globe Santa. He's from 1995. That's him. Oh, I love him so much. I love that globe. I love that blue. And both these Santas are on, I believe this is 16 count Ada and like khaki or something. I don't know. There we go. That's the back of him. Like I said, I was lucky to get like 100. My goal was like 100 stitches a day to also coincide with the fandom stitching challenge of the month. 12 projects, 12 days. Again, I'm doing 4 Santas, 2 on each piece of fabric, and then I'm gonna frame them together in a framey thingy. But yeah, I love that blue. It's so nice because I don't, past Santas I've done, if there's blue, there's not a lot. I don't remember working with blue. Anyway, it's nice to have blue in the Santa, because I don't have blue in the Santa a lot. And then I worked on, I call him Hockey Santa. It's 2009 Santa. I was trying to figure out a way to make it more penguins-y, because I'm a Penguins fan. But, you know, the present over there is kind of like a gold color, so I'm saying he's a Penguins fan, this Santa. He's wearing some sort of Penguins gear. Again, basically, I just, before the Jingle Ball started, I knocked out some border on both of them so that I would, because, words. Prairie Schoolers are easy. They're big, chunky, blocky. I mean, look at that. Like potato chip stitching, basically. So I wanted to have the borders knocked out so that I could Jingle Ball my way mindlessly stitching on Santas, which obviously didn't work out as planned, but I got both my Santa's feet in. And I did start on his coat. But yeah, those are my Santas, which I clearly won't have done in time for this Christmas, but that's okay. Christmas comes every year. And then I worked on my, what is this? cryptid. I'm having such a hard time working on my cryptid, you guys. I don't know why. I love it. I mean, I do get bored doing all the black, but not that bored. Like the supernatural one. I don't know if this is on even weave. I love even weave. I don't know what's going on with me. But there's Cryptid by the Witchy Stitcher. And again, Cryptid and Supernatural are going to be my own styles for next month, next year. I know there's more than 12. Excuse me, but my goal is 1 a month. So if I get more than 1 month done, great. Maybe I'll have this finished by the end of next year. If I don't, oh well, I'll just keep working on it. But if I can knock out 1 a month, and then like on the edge ones, some border. Maybe I should do the edges so I can work on border too. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do. And then I just have the middle to fill in whenever I want. I might do that. I think I just decided that. Anyways, my goal is a corner, a creature a month for Supernatural and Cryptid. And this is on, what do you want? I know it's called Pink Chocolate from Bestitch Me. So yeah, 32 count even weave or Lugana. Not sure what the difference is, honestly. From Bestitch Me, Pink Chocolate. I'm having a, oh, right there, that's a pretty good color right there. That's pretty accurate. It's the most accurate I've ever gotten, I think. But I'm having a heck of a time. Like my Supernatural, I've got all the way across and I've worked down both sides. You'll see here in a minute. But this one is just like, my brain is not digging it so much. And I'm not sure why. I love the fabric. It's beautiful. It's easy to stitch on. There you go. That's the coloring right there. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm just using DMC. I think it's because the even weave is a little tighter. The holes are a little harder to see than on linen. And my old lady eyes need new glasses. I have an appointment, but it's not till March. So I have to suffer through it a little bit longer. And then my Supernatural, which is, don't have a printed out picture of, because that's how I am. But it's also by the Witchy Stitcher. And I should have, I have Cryptids, but I don't have Supernatural. What's wrong with me? Maybe it's in here. Should I put it in here? Oh, nope. Okay, so why don't I have a picture of Supernatural? I'm sorry, guys. It looks like Cryptid, only it has different creatures. And this is on 32 count linen from Bestitch Me called After the Harvest. And I'm using DMC and Anchor Black. See, look at that. Look how much more. I don't understand. Maybe it's because Supernatural is a bigger word. So there was like less finicky is not the right word. I have the words. Like there was less, I don't know, frou-frou around the sides of the words, so it went quicker. I don't know. But I'm just, yeah, there's no bat on this side because I ran out of that color. I love this fabric too. My only complaint about Bestitch Me is that like a lot of the awesome color is on the edges. See how like it's a lot of dark splotchy around the edges and it gets more solid in the middle. That's my only complaint. I have a handful of fabrics like that where like I wish I had more of this dark splotchy stuff like right in the middle. I mean, granted, a lot of it's gonna be covered up because it's pretty solid stitching, but I don't know. But I don't know why this one just like, because the borders are basically the same, pointy, and then there's bats on this one, and I'm not digging out my Cryptid. Other stuff on the Cryptid? What's on the Cryptid? Moons. Moons? Those moons? Yeah, moons. So it's basically the same. On the cryptid, there's a corner and then like 3 frou-frou thingies and then the words. So really it's like 1 extra of these on each side. I'm not sure why I'm... Has to be the even weave slowing me down. But there we go. Oh, I love it. Love it so much. Can't wait to start. I'm going to do, for cryptid, I'm going to do Mothman first because he's like in one of the corners. And I love Mothman. And then for supernatural, I think the first one's going to be the siren. Yeah, that'll be fun. But I have to wait till next month to do those. I am only allowed to work on the borders right now. Oh, I'm so tired, you guys. My body's weak. And then I worked on the Sea Witch. I got yesterday when I felt so much better yesterday. Like I did, like I said, before I got wiped out, it's so much cleaning and so much catching up, so much laundry. Oh my gosh, so much laundry. There's only 2 people here, but my husband is a coal miner and he sweats a lot at work. He goes through a lot of clothes. He works like 2 or 3 pairs of socks, 2 or 3 shirts, like a day. And then I was sick, so I got sweaty fever juices on everything. So I was like, I don't know, I was doing a lot of laundry. Anyways, you don't care. But then I sat down and I was like, I'm going to do some serious stitching today. And I got like 400 stitches in on Sea Witch. And she's by the Primitive Hair. And she's gorgeous. And I did not use the called for threads. I used my own classic colorwork and oh, the serial killer thread. Night Stalker's Calling. And I'm not gonna do the little dangly bit here, those beady beads. I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing the wording. So I'm gonna bring the border up and cut it across above the seahorse like that. So I'm just doing that. Oh, she's so pretty. And I'm doing her on 32 count linen in Bronze Age from Stitch Me, which is one of my favorite fabrics. I absolutely love Bronze Age. If I could probably stitch on just one fabric, if they're like, you can only have one fabric for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably Bronze Age. Oh, let me see if I can get it. There we go. That's a pretty decent, it's a little warm there. Right here. Nope. Kind of warm, but pretty close. Oh, look how pretty she is. So I worked my way up here and then did a huge chunk of that seahorse's tail. Now I do wish I picked a different dark blue that was more variegated, because I don't know, I think when I look at the pictures online and my PDFs and stuff like that, I like the variegation, but also but sometimes I wish that, and sometimes I look at it, I'm like, I friggin' love that dark blue so much. Which dark blue is that? It's like one of my favorite blues now. Classic Colorworks Blacksmith Blue. Oh, and then this green. This is probably my favorite green. It used to be something Oscar, or is it just Oscar? I can't remember. From a different dyer. But this, the Nothing, which again, I'm going to say it every time. The Nothing from Never Ending Story should not be green. I don't know why they decided to name this the Nothing. But it is a gorgeous green, despite being badly named. Oh, like I didn't want to put her down, but I started feeling shitty. I love that seahorse. So the seahorse is gonna be mostly dark blue, and then there's a shell here that's mostly light blue. Love it so much. This fabric is just so good. God, I would stitch on Bronze Age forever. That right there. There it is. That's the coloring. That's Bronze Age. Okay, like I said, I did not want to put her down. But I also really like when Fandom Fit Stitching does the 12 days. Then it forces me to work a little bit on everything, even projects I don't love. I finally get chip away at it, chip away at it. And then finally, the forever in rotation for God knows how long until I get sick of it. Which heaven knows when that will be. Sorry, dropping stuff. Is my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Oh. Everyone knows what Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow looks like, I assume. Am I getting the right? I can't see. There we go. And I'm currently working on that block right there. Sorry. Do you guys hear that revving? I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on with me. This is 18 count to dye for fabric on ash and tan. Sorry. And I've got a thread right smack dab in the middle of it. So I worked some more on, oh, goodness, this green, and then the black border. I love this Ada. Like I said, this is some of my favorite Ada. This to die for. I pulled out a project for today that's on Bestitch Me Ada, which is also really lovely. Like, as you can tell, I'm a real big Bestitch Me fan. A lot of her fabrics, but as much as I like it, I do think I like the to die for Ada a little bit more because it's not quite as soft, but it's not stiff. I don't know, but yeah. So this is one I'm working on 12 days, for 12 days, like at least 100 stitches for 12 days. But I'm trying to knock out most of my different projects for the month for fandom stitching. Except for I'm saving 2. So for New Year's Eve, I'm starting my Al Force Embroidery Dinosaurs, and then on the solstice, I'm starting my At the Met. And that's it. That's my stitching, you guys. That's all I've got. Oh shit! That's all I've got to show you. Which I'm quite proud of myself for being sick that I got that much done. Let's see, so then we're going to do giveaway winners, because I don't want to forget that again. So I'm giving away I didn't bring it over, for the Americans, because it's cheaper to ship, sorry. It was like a little handful of patterns and threads and other things that I can't remember. I actually left the box over there. And I drew random number generator, and the winner was, wish I'd written your name down so I could hold up and show you, but I didn't, because that's how I am. But Karen Majors 36075. Congratulations, Karen. If you will email me at isweariamstitching or DM me on Instagram at eatmyoxygen with your address, I will have that in the mail probably after Christmas. I hope you don't mind. It says a giveaway, so you know. Be a little nice to me. Be a little understanding. It's Christmas time. Yeah, so message me and I'll have that out to you. And then for the international winner, it is Lofty Makes. Congratulations, Lofty Makes. If you will email me your address at isweariamstitching@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at eatmyoxygen, I will also have this out in the mail. This might go out before Christmas with Christmas cards, since I purposely made it small enough to be in a card so that I can mail it at a much cheaper rate out of the country. But it's this little corner gauge, and then I can't remember honestly if I said 2 or 3 patterns, so you pick 2 or 3, your choice. It is the Happy Dad Day from the trilogy. Your options are these. This little Be My Neighbor mini quilt pattern. So it turns out I don't like sewing houses or stitching houses, so maybe you do. Then some quirky Quakers. Owl, turtle, butterfly, raccoon, whale, snail, squirrel. So tell me what 2 or 3 of those you want when you message me your address, and I will have those in the mail sometime before the end of January. And with that, that's all I have to show you except for my advent. So last year, like I said, I did a whole bunch of advents and they were so fun, and I miss doing them. I didn't do the cookie one this year because my husband makes cookies and there was a lot of freaking cookies, even though they were good cookies. I didn't do the Cabinet of Curiosity because she didn't offer it, which is awful because it was probably my favorite. It was so weird and fun. And I tried finding something similar on Etsy and I could not. And then I wanted to do Fabric Pop again, but I didn't have the money. Oh God, I loved Fabric Pop. That was one of my favorites too. And then I decided to take a break from the Black Needle side because it's super expensive and I already spent money on a super expensive new one to me, the Missouri Star Quilt. So that's all. The only one I have to show you is Missouri Star Quilt. So I've already opened these up until today's. I haven't opened today's, so I will go through and show you what I got from the Missouri Star Quilts Advent. I don't know if I have the strength to lift the box. I'll try. Okay, there we go. Oh my God. So, day 2 was something. Oh, day 2 was the only FO I got. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so day 2 was a super cute. Came with So Light fusible interfacing, ugly sweaters, mini wall hanging pattern, and then the little die, the little for the snuggly Christmas sweater, and do you remember the cute little fabric I got? Well, that's what that is. That's all those little fabrics, like to make the ugly little sweaters. I already put that away. So I just grabbed a piece of scrap fabric to make an ugly sweater real quick, and I turned it into just a little ornament. And then to make it even uglier, added a little bit of trim. And turn around. And then, because I was sick while doing this, I thought I had it set up so that the twine was going to come out right. And then when I flipped it out over, the twine's inside. I don't know if, you probably can't see it, but I can. If I hold it against the light, I can see the twine inside right there. So I attached the twine in the back by just sewing, ironing on like a patchy thing. But there it is, and my sewing is wonky all around the edges, but you know what? It's an ugly sweater ornament, so I think not being perfect is great. I'm not huge on applique, mainly because I think I suck at this part, but I don't hate it, but doing it on really small things like this is a little bit finicky for me. So I'm not sure I'll do a wall hanging, but I may, because it is super cute and it was super easy. Or I may do some ornaments for people and just send people ugly sweater ornaments. I don't know. Either way, it was fun and I absolutely loved it. And so far, I was like, yeah, so far they're hitting it out of the park. They're making me happy. Yay. Okay. Too much stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna throw stuff to the side, pick it up later when I feel, after I rest, and then have energy again. So day 3 was magic flathead pins. I've never used these kind. I just use the little pins with the white heads on them. And a little pin holder. I don't know, I have a lot of pins, so I'm just gonna put this to the side. Maybe gift it to someone or give it away. Not quite sure yet. Or maybe I'll use them one day. Because I do drop a lot of pins and I do bend a lot of pins. So. Nice. And then day 4. Oh my gosh, day 4, you guys. I absolutely love day 4 so much. So much. It's a set of plates. And they're good because I'm a bariatric patient and I use smaller plates. These are a little bit bigger than the smaller plates I use, but now I have super cute small plates to use and I'm so excited. And they're like great colors. And again, they're quilting themed. I love that color. And even the colors are great. Oh, that one's fudged. It's got a little, I don't care. Aren't those great? I absolutely love these plates so much. Oh my gosh, I can't, this one's stuck to the... Oh, those colors, I love them. I love them. So much. That was day 2. No, that was day 3. That was day 4. This is day 5. This is fun. This is, so my college child and bonus child have already decided that Monday is going to be a hangout day. We're going to play board games and stuff. So when I opened this, I said, hey, do you guys want to do this with me? There's 3 of them. You make little fabric twine trees. So, I don't know yet if I'm going to use fabric or yarn. I'm going to let them decide. I'm going to let them go through and decide what colors they want. If they want to use yarn or fabric. And we're going to do wrap trees. Comes with a little, I'll let them decide if they want to paint those stars. So that's going to be fun. I'm super excited about that. It's a perfect number for me. Me. Bonus child and college child. I don't know which size they want. They can pick. I'll probably end up doing the smallest one because that's kind of how the cookie crumbles with those 2. Which is fine. So that's super exciting. I was very happy with that one. This one is super, super cute. I will never use it. This is day 6. But I can set it out as a pretty ornament or pretty decoration, or my husband can use it because he makes cookies. He is the baker. Look how pretty that is, though. Isn't it so pretty? Like, I just want to, show it off, decorate with it, hang it up. What's that? I can't think of the word. Display it. There we go. But I don't make cookies. I don't bake. My husband bakes. So maybe I find him a recipe and he can use this. Isn't that pretty? I mean, it's so pretty. So cute, so pretty. So I will display it, and if my husband decides he wants to use it, he can use it. And then day 7. Not the most exciting thing, but very useful. Just some Kona solids, charm squares, and some nice retro Christmas colors. A lot of red, which is nice. Some pink and some light blue. Just solids. I figure out something with that, unless they have a pattern or something they call for, unless they give us something to use it for. They might give us something to use it for in another thingy, but oh, it's such, like, even that pink, which is kind of like a baby pink, it's a really good pink. I don't really usually like baby light pink, but that's a good pink. And then today is day 8, which I have not opened yet. Sorry. Oh, God, I hate it. What is that? Oh! Maybe I'll make that for my mother-in-law. Sorry. So start. Oh, yeah, see, that's the fabric. So that is super pretty. I really like that. I don't like white, though. I would do it on gray with gray background because I hate white. But yeah, so it's Starlight Table Runner pattern. Oh, and a bonus okay, it makes sense. There's a bonus project oversized hot pad. And that's why it also came with polythermal fleece, which I've never bought but I've wanted to make like that, what's that called, lemon mint or something, like a hot pad. But I'm always like, I'm not gonna go out and get thermo fleece. I'm not gonna get a big thing of thermo fleece for one project. But now I have some. I may try my hand at a mitt or the hot pad for my mother. I can make the hot pad for my mother-in-law for Christmas. I don't think those colors would be up her alley for Christmas, though. I'd have to get the redwood. I have red and I have green. And then I would use white because it's not for me. And then I can make her that oversized hot pad. Maybe oh, okay. I got ideas. If I feel better. I put away all my sewing stuff. I kept out my mini iron and my wool mat so I can make small projects. Because I still have to make her the heated neck thing. So I could probably whip out the hot packs. I also have my 12-inch cutting mat by my desk. I keep that by my desk because it's just easier. Anyways, you don't care. Ideas. See if I feel up to it. Making that for her. Oh, I've never used this stuff before. It looks almost like one of those blankets you see people wearing when they're like in an emergency situation. Okay. So one project down so far for my advent. Maybe another one incoming. So far, I'm very happy with the Missouri Star Quilt. It's expensive, but so far, I think it's so totally worth it. Things that aren't specifically for sewing are still sewing themed, like the plates and the little rolling pin. And then obviously on topic with being Christmas, the rolling pin Christmas cookies. So I'm super happy with it so far. It's super expensive. I'm not sure if I'll do it again next year. We'll see. It is nice that they do put it for sale nice and early so that you pay half and then you can pay half later. So it's the only reason I have an advent this year is because I had to buy that one early. So anyways, you guys don't care. Thank you for stopping by. My plans for the next week are more advent, more random projects. My brain went dead. Finished my nephew's quilt because I did start binding it. Work on mother-in-law's presents. My brain is dead. All that in between getting the tree and hanging out with my kids. My kid, college kid and bonus kid, found out there's a cat cafe near us in a city called Zanesville. We usually have to drive to Columbus to hit up a cat cafe. But they found out there's one in Zanesville, which is like 40 minutes away from here, a lot closer than Columbus. And they want to do that. And I don't know if they told me that because they want me to come. I love hanging out with them. They're great kids. But I'm just like, I don't know. Christmas is kind of killing me. I love Christmas. I love giving gifts, but it's kind of killing me this year. Mentally, I'm not in a good place. It's not bad. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just like, usually I'm like, Christmas! This year I'm like, Christmas. But, so we'll see if I'm doing that. And then, one of the kids, wants to, they're like all my kids. They're not my kids. My daughter, college kid and bonus kid and a couple other kids had a D&D group, starting in, was it freshman year? Maybe middle school? I think it might have been 8th grade. They started a D&D, playing D&D, and they all wanted to play. So they needed a DM. So I stepped up to the plate. I sucked at it, but they enjoyed it, and we did it for a couple of years. The pandemic hit, and that ruined everything. And then they all turned 16 and got like, started getting jobs, and then went to college. So basically, it kind of petered out, sadly. But one of them wants to have the gang together and do a D&D session. And again, but one of the kids wants to DM. I don't know if I was told this because they want me to participate or if they're just letting me know they're going to be here because my house is where people come. So I don't know. I may be playing D&D, which is fun because I've literally only got to play as a player like college kid DM'd a game once. And then I had to play as a character for a battle royale they did. Maybe 3 times I've been a player. And it's super fun. and I really enjoy doing it. Especially with them, because they don't put a lot into backstory. Because I am not a backstory person. I am not creative that way. So I can't do a backstory. But I like the mechanics and the playing of the game. Anyways, so I got a lot going on this month. Is what I'm getting at. But, okay. Ramble. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for putting up with the sniffles, the nose wipes. I feel like I've been yelling at you because my ears are kind of clogged. So then I try to compensate by talking lower, and then it turns out I'm whispering, so people can't hear me. So I hope this video was viewable. And I will see you guys next Friday. Have a good week. Bye.